The tower's ahead, just past the training dummies. Be careful of the guard.
See the big tent in the middle of the camp? That's where I found this uniform.
I've got what you need.
It's not too late to try it my way. If I were you, I would look around for a Lion Guard uniform before approaching the guard at the tower door.
Haven't seen you around the camp before, comrade. What do you need? I'm not supposed to let just anyone inside. The investigation being conducted in the tower is supposed to be a secret. If you're not part of the investigation, you shouldn't be here. What's this about? Well, if you're under Captain Sansone's command, you should have said that straight away. All right? Make it quick. And next time, bring a note from the captain.
Stuffing my boots with straw. Doesn't help.
What is it?
Remember the last time my feet weren't.
Good timing, comrade. I need to visit the privy. Keep an eye on things until I get back.
No one expects anyone to break into a dungeon, but let's find Cogwin and get this over with. Lots of papers around here. Might be interesting. You should take a look. Might as well look around a little while we're here, but don't take too long. We need to question the cartel prisoner and be on our way before the Lion Guard gets suspicious.
Can't a fellow just rot away in peace?
That must be who we're looking for. You question him, I'll keep watch.
You're not one of my regular captors. Did I scare off your lieutenant, Lion Guard? Ooh, hurt her feelings, maybe? Ah, you're not one of Sansone's, are you? The Lion Guard doesn't know about any of that. All the captain wants is proof that Coldane's corrupt. Working with enemies of the crown. Whatever. Who are you, anyway? What? No, I'm loyal. Listen, all I know is that Lord Avery owed the cartel a lot of coin. So to pay back Coldane, he promised him a big score. A book that could give us the Nowhere Vault. Enough treasure to buy High Rock 10 times over. Coldane checked his own sources. He became convinced the vault exists, but he very dragged his heels about giving up the Codex Vornet. So Coldane sent Bridget to get the book. She was too late. I hear some thief got to it before she did. I don't know. I've been in this cell for days. But they crossed Coldane when they stole something he wanted. Daggerfall's gangs were already annoying Coldane. Now, he's going to crush them. Hey! Let's calm down here. Listen, Coldane knows Basil Menant was after the Codex. He's already got someone watching that old burglar. If he was behind the Avery estate job, Coldane's going to teach him a lesson. That's all I know.
Are we done here? It's time for us to be on our way.
You'd better see what's on Celine's mind, friend. It sounds like we need to finish up here.
Nice work getting into this place. I decided to remain outside and keep watch. Perhaps misdirect anyone who looked like they might interrupt you, or at least warn you if I couldn't. Consider this your warning. There's a nosy Lion Guard lieutenant who started asking questions about strangers in camp and reports of pilfered uniforms. She'll work her way down here sooner or later. Did you learn anything important? What? That's terrible! We must warn my father at once. He planned to stop at a Menant hideout in a cave near Dellen's Mill. I'm not sure we can reach him in time. Yet perhaps the Lion Guard could. The Lion Guard almost certainly has forces close to Dellen's Mill, and they have magical means of sending word in emergencies. But we can't risk being delayed in long explanations here. What should we do? Thank you, my dear. Look for Lieutenant Renoir and tell her that Lord Menant is in danger. The Lion Guard's more likely to take you seriously if they think a noble is in harm's way. I must go.
Do what you must, friend. We'll meet you at the mill.
Look for a cave south of the mill. We'll see you there!
You're not one of ours. Tell me why you're wearing a Lion Guard uniform. and why I shouldn't have you thrown in the dungeon this instant. Lord Menant? Can't say I know him, but I know the Koldane cartel is trouble. What exactly do you expect me to do about this? Captain Sansone is in Daggerfall right now. He and his troops are probably not too far from the mill. I could have a message sent, but why should I believe you? All right, I'll help. I don't know what kind of skullduggery you've been up to, but the Lion Guard has been looking for a chance to catch the Koldane cartel involved in something more nefarious than smuggling. I hope.
Finally! I was beginning to think help would never arrive.
Blood on the water. Veleg, this way comes. Your doom is upon you. Dog's filth. You anger a powerful enemy.
Damn you, Culdain! This isn't all. Ah!
Father! We need to help him! Hold on, Father! I'm here!
Charge!
Hit with the lightning, fool! Enough! Rend them with fang and claw, my brothers!
Over here, friend.
Father!
I must tell you.
No!
You again? I have questions for you. But I can see your friend has been injured. Seriously, by the looks of it. We'll talk after you speak with him.
Quickly, friend. The line guard's going to start asking questions at any moment. I found one. Another nowhere key. A noble from Camlorn had it in his collection. I was bringing it back to the thieves' den, but Culdain and his thugs ambushed me. They took the key. Then the Lion Guard showed up. I'll survive, friend. The King's Knight saved my life. Talk to their captain. Maybe he can help us against Culdain. Now, I need to speak with my daughter. Don't fret over me. It's not as bad as it looks.
It looks rather bad to me. Lie still. Let me have a look.
Damn that Culdain. Tend to your father, Celine. Don't worry about us.
What a mess! Now would someone tell me what this is all about?
Speak with the captain, friend. I'll tell everyone else what happened.
Damn werewolves. Lieutenant Renoir sent word I'd find Culdain's thugs here, but I didn't expect werewolves. Or the hero who defeated Fauchu. I recognize you now. But taking up with thieves? Are you the one who alerted us to this situation? I'm sorry we didn't arrive in time to stop Culdain from robbing Lord Menant. Thought he'd killed him for a moment there. It's been a bad few days for Daggerfall nobles. First Iveri murdered, now this attack on Menant. How are you involved? I won't ask how you know that, but I'm inclined to believe you. Still, I'm not stupid. I know perfectly well the Menants are not your typical aristocrats. And I saw Edwayne the Hawk here. You and your associates are criminals. That is a fair point. You saw what we're up against. Culdain and his cartel are a threat to the realm. They've got a stranglehold on every merchant or guild in High Rock, and they'll kill anyone in their way. They're the problem, not you. The Lion Guard working with thieves? I don't know. We can handle Culdain and his thugs. Werewolves are not. But we lack information. If your people were willing to help us... As a token of good faith, I'll take care of any bounty on your head.
You should return to the Thieves' Den. We need to tell Abrasia and Quen what happened here as soon as possible. I'll look after my father. He's unconscious, but I think we got here in time. Still, I fear his recovery will not be an easy one. Father will not be back on his feet anytime soon, so we must carry on without him. Indeed. Finding the Nowhere Vault is my father's lifelong dream. We cannot let Gavin Culdain beat us to it now. Be on your way, dear. My father and I will join you in the den just as soon as I can properly tend to his wounds.
You've given me much to consider. Talk to your people. Maybe together we can protect the realm from Koldane and his beasts. Maybe.
Thank you, Edwayne. I can't believe what the Koldane cartel did. Poor Basil.
I warned you. Oh, hey, Outlaw. If you found anything, place it on the table.
Gavin Koldane and his cartel thugs will pay for what happened here. Go on. We still have work to do.
Edwayne says you got what we needed from Cogwin and the Lion Guard readout. Go ahead, lay it out on the table. We need all the information we can get.
Edwayne tells me you found some interesting documents at Lion Guard Redoubt. Good. Add them to the notes and intelligence we collected so far, in case we need to refer to them again. Then, let's talk. I hope this was all worth it. Let's talk about what we've learned, partner. I can't bear the thought of how close we came to losing Basil today. But his dream of finding the Nowhere Vault is finally within reach. We have the Codex Vornet, and with Hennard's lens, we can actually read it. It's rather dense, and even with the lens, it's slow going. There are definitely references to the Nowhere Vault, the Nowhere Keys, and the Thieves' Moon. I'm still trying to make sense of it all, but I want to know what you're thinking, partner. The same Captain Sansone who's hounded my steps throughout Glenumbra? I think we have enough troubles already without asking the Lion Guard to toss us in their dungeons. Besides, why would Sansone help us? I certainly am. Still, The enemy of my enemy might be my friend. I'll need to think about that. At least our gang leaders have started to work together, to cooperate. Maybe there's hope for this new Thieves Guild yet. That remains to be seen. We haven't found the Nowhere Vault yet. Still, we're a lot closer to our goal, thanks to Basil and your work at Dress and Keep. And now we know what we're up against with the Coldane Cartel. Here, partner, you earned this.
Celine? Basil? You're back.
Father needs to rest. This seemed like the safest spot.
Let's talk over here, partner.
Gavin Coldane almost killed my father. Talk to me again when you have a plan for making sure he never gets a chance to try that again.
I think I'm starting to like your notion of turning Captain Sansone from an enemy into an ally. Pitting the Lion Guard's swords against the Coldane Cartel's claws is an enticing proposition. We just need to get the others to accept the idea. The gang leaders can be a little hard-headed, that's for sure. But I encountered a situation like this before, back in a bar's landing. A group of cutthroats constantly stole our jobs, kept beating us to ripe locations. Velsa came up with the perfect plan to get them out of our way for good. Best of all, we didn't have to bloody our blades. The Lion Guard presents a similar opportunity. I just need your help to convince the others. Talk to Edwayne, Celine, and Abrasia. They listen to you, whereas they always suspect me of having a hidden agenda. Let's set a trap for the Coldane Cartel. Offer them a target they can't resist. Not specifically, no. We can't take them down by force. Murder and violence isn't the Thieves Guild way. We're a velvet glove slipped into a purse, not an iron fist. So, we tempt them and let Captain Sansone and the Lion Guard do the heavy lifting. All I've got is an idea. Lay out bait, tip off Sansone, then wait for the cartel to come claim their prize so the Lion Guard can grab them. As for the details, talk to the others. Get them to weigh in. This needs to be their plan, not mine. That's where you come in. I trust you to convince them. To get them to finally start working together like a proper guild, like a team. I just hope Captain Sansone can raise enough soldiers to overcome Coldane and his werewolves. It's no secret the Lion Guard is stretched thin. I assume Captain Sansone will do his best, but he might need the help of the three gangs to take out the cartel. Let's make sure Celine, Edwayne, and Abrasia see the value in this alliance. Talk to Celine first. After what happened to her father, she's going to be eager to strike out at the cartel. Get her on board with working with Captain Sansone, and the others will be more likely to follow, if only so they aren't left out. Because he's carrying around a warrant for a crime I didn't commit and wants to bring me to justice? I suppose trusting someone like Sansone always comes with some risk. But I'm willing to take that chance. Like it or not, we need his help.
It's time to figure out a way to end the threat of the Coldane Cartel once and for all. House Menant will go it alone if we have to, but Gavin Coldane needs to pay for what he did to my father. The cartel. They're literally monsters. Ferocious, deranged, murdering monsters. They're stronger than us, more numerous. As much as I want them to pay for what they did, you're right. We need more than skeevers and street rats. We need an army. You're suggesting we get the Lion Guard to do the job for us? That could work. But we need something to entice the cartel, and a place to set the trap where the Lion Guard can grab them. I know a spot, but can we really trust Sansone? Trust him? Turning to the law isn't something that comes naturally to me. But you're right about Sansone. I could see how much the cartel both frightened and infuriated him. All right, I'll help with this plan, as long as we make Coldane pay. I have an acquaintance who owes me a favor. Find Rawls Boron on the docks or on his ship, the Lydia. Tell him Celine Menant sent you. She needs to borrow his warehouse. The rest of you can figure out how to attract the cartel and tip them off. Nobody special, just a fence I work with from time to time who claims he's out of the business, but never turns away from a potential profit. The important thing is he has a warehouse and he owes me a favor. Tell him I want to collect.
I never had much in common with the Menants, but today, I do. We need to take down Gavin Coldane and his wolves, human and otherwise.
If we let Gavin Coldane get away with what he did to Basil, he's going to do it again. We need to hit back. Somehow.
Get to work, partner. I want to continue deciphering the Codex. We're going to need as much information as I can scrape out of it, so we can find the Nowhere Vault and get inside.
I have an acquaintance who owes me a favor. Find Rawls Boron on the docks or on his ship.
See the value in bringing the gangs together, but getting us all to work side by side is like herding cats.
The guild always needs extra coin, and you'll get your cut of any business you bring in. What's not to love?
Did you lose the Prowler's talisman? You're always off on daring escapades and grand adventures, so I suppose even an ancient mythical necklace can slip away. Luckily, it's found its way back here. Somehow. I don't question these things. Here. Scraps and whispers, but nothing I'd swear by. I think we can safely assume that there's at least one gemstone in the Nowhere Vault. The rest are less certain. I suspect that someone once had the talisman and removed the gems for some reason. I think they're close, Glenumbra close. Though, I'll confess, some of my information comes from a tavern conversation after a mug too many. So take it with a pinch of salt, or a drop of ale. Oh, you know what I mean. There's been trouble around Glenumbra lately. Raids, sudden strikes, that sort of thing. One rumor I tracked down claims a gemstone changed hands in the confusion. The other is pure speculation. Buried treasure near Cath Bedreau. And that's all I have.
Farendar can move things from place to place when a boss needs. Goods, coin, people too sometimes. Find me if you have such a need, boss.